Start budgeting. Today we are taking a look at October and how we're managing on a reduced budget this month. What I'm doing today is I'm looking at our October overview. Yes, I have seen the date. It is far past the beginning of the month. However, I got nothing. So we're just going to accept the fact that it is now October 6th and I'm sitting down and I'm writing out exactly what it is that's happening this month. Even more exciting to that is the fact that I am doing my reverse lifestyle creep challenge for October, meaning that we have dialed back our spending pretty significantly, sending 2 income streams directly into my 100 savings envelope challenge. So you would think I would be a little more careful this month in terms of what it is that we're doing with October, which I have been more careful. However, I haven't recorded a video showing you just how careful I'm being. So yeah, I got nothing. So let's just fix the path that I'm on right now and get this taken care of. I'm just realizing all the hair from my lovely dog who welcomed me home is probably showing really nicely on video today. So that's fun. Alright, so this is what my October overview looks like. It is a little bit different than what I have done in the past because in the past it's spread over 2 pages. I'm dealing with 4 different incomes. In this situation, I'm not even allowing myself to think about the 2 income streams that are going directly into savings. So what we're dealing with is only my employment income, which I receive on the 30th and the 15th of the month. And so that money typically is $2,500 each payment. However, good news is that I've actually reached my threshold for CPP and EI contributions, which are tax deductions here in Canada. I still have to pay regular income tax, but not these insurance premiums that we are so lucky to have. And so that means that my income is actually a little bit higher. So it is $2,800 that we're dealing with for each of these periods. Now, I did not do this on purpose in terms of waiting until I had hit those maximums, but it does kind of help in the fact that that's some extra money to move around as I need to. Okay, so typically when I have all my income, I include different saving challenges and things like that because I am trying to get to the point where we're putting 30% of our total income into debts and savings. I'm going to continue to do savings even though we're doing this special challenge. And so if you saw my last video, you saw that we did $200 worth of just $200 worth of cash. In this first pay period, and so that's what we did. We did $200 for our debts. $500 went to my partner's debt, and $154 went to my debt. So those have all been taken care of, which is good. Okay. Some totals that we know is that bills for the month is $2,000. So I'm just going to put that there so that I'm remembering in terms of what's gone out so far. Food this month, we're bringing it down to $700. Okay, and that's going to be a stretch, but we did some different planning, and let's add in here, it's a bit of a stretch, and it's Canadian Thanksgiving next week, which I completely forgot about. So that makes this extra fun. Pets, I have a dog with severe food allergies. We purchase kangaroo as probably the most hypoallergenic meat. And that just means that pet food prices are absolutely ridiculous. Funny story, right after high school, I decided I was going to pick up and just be an adventurer. And I moved from Las Vegas, where I finished high school, to Czech Republic. And I lived in Czech Republic. And they actually served kangaroo steak as like the cheaper version of steak. So it was cheaper to serve kangaroo than it was to serve beef steak. And yet here I am in Canada today paying a ridiculous amount for kangaroo dog food. So make that make sense? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Subscriptions, we've got a little bit of room here because good news, my oldest daughter is she now is employed, which is great. She works for the school district in working with young deaf children. So perfect. So she's taken on some of the subscription costs because she is a movie addict. She loves Netflix and Crave TV and all those kinds of things. So she's going to pick up those subscription costs. So my subscriptions are down this month. And, you know, because she's reading the captions rather than just watching the show, I figure, well, it's kind of reading, so it's almost okay. Anyways, I'm just full of stories today. But, so for this first payment, because of the heavier debt payments, we're lighter on the bill side. So we have planned out that $800 has gone to the bills. For food, we have actually done $450. So we are heavier in the first part of the month than what I plan to be in the second part of the month. So, yeah. For pets, it was that 160. So this really should be 320. Let's be honest and stop calling it 300 because the pet food is 160. Transportation, I'm going to come back to. Medical. So as you know, I had a bit of a medical emergency last month. I did not receive any kind of reimbursement from the insurance company. I'm still working through that piece of it. But next week I have some diagnostics that are happening, and I expect that there may be some prescriptions or other things that need to happen out of that. So I'm going to estimate out here that it's going to be $300, but I don't really know. Okay. Subscriptions, because my daughter took on those other ones, it's $50. And I think if I'm looking at things correctly, the transportation is still available. Let's see where I was with things. Good. Here's what we plan to do with it. Because of the appointments that I have, I need to put $150 towards transportation as a backup. It's possible that I won't need that amount, but because we don't have a vehicle and the appointments that I need to go to kind of wipe me out a bit, I'm putting some room for taxis. So that's just the way it is this month. I'm going to accept that. We're going to put $36, the remaining, that's what I've got, right? Yeah, $36 into personal. Okay, good news, if you've been following me, is this personal budget also encompasses my partner's medical marijuana, which has been kind of a need over the past many number of months. However, with the changes that we've been making to the budget, he really worked hard last month to save up some additional money from what he had from his personal fund. So he still has some money left there to be able to use here, which is great because it means that there's not so much pressure and everything else in there. So that's what the first payment of October looks like. Let's make sure that we're going to be able to manage in the second part of October though, because now we need to flip to a higher amount going towards bills. So bills is going to be $1,200. Food is going to be what's left, which is the $250. Pets is going to be $160. Transportation, medical, this is going to be $100. Okay, let's start with that and then see where we're at. Okay, $936. Okay, so my partner will need a fill up here. So let's say $400. I'm not going to be funding my oldest daughter, but my youngest daughter still will need some money. I still want to do the $200 to savings. $186 left. So we're going to put another $100 here and then $86. Okay, so we'll increase the other savings to $206. We'll do 80 to household. Okay, so it's a bit of a fluid budget. It's really going to, I will move from one category to another category if something gets tight around here. But it's definitely worked this month. Just to think about, we only have these two payments available and that's all we've got. Then I'm not thinking about the other money and what's sitting in a box down in a drawer, right? So that I am working on a contract with a smaller organization, just helping them do some work that I do regularly through my regular everyday employment. It does look like I will receive payment in October, which is great. It just means that we're going to have a little bit more money to be able to put towards our 100 envelope challenge. So I'm not sure if that's going to come before or after our next disability payment, but I expect within probably a week we'll be able to do another 100 envelope stuffing, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to us negotiating just with the money that we've got available to us and letting the other stuff figure itself out. So thanks so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye guys.